Hey guys, what's up? My name is Sean Wayne and today pag-usapan nga natin. Wait lang ha. There. Actually, kailangan ko pala magsuot na ito. Parang hindi na. Anyway. So, may napanood ako actually news ngayon which is dito sa TV Patrol. Pag-usapan natin itong panghihimasok na naman ni Raffy Tulfo sa usaping sweldo ng mga OFW na natanggal sa trabaho sa Saudi. So, painggan natin. Then, after that, i-discuss natin kung ano na naman ang kamangmangan ni Raffy Tulfo at baka pera na naging bato pa. No?
Lumabas sa pagdinig ng Senado na malabo pa rin makatanggap ngayong taon ng sweldo ng 10,000 OFW na nawala ng trabaho sa Saudi Arabia. Ito ay sa kabila ng mga naunang anunsyo ng gobyerno na inihahanda na ang pagbabayad sa mga naturang OFW. Nagpapatrol, Sherry Ann Torres.
9 na buwan matapos mangako umano sa Pangulo, si Saudi Prince Mohammed bin Salman na gobyerno na ng Saudi Arabia ang magbabayad sa sweldo na may 10,000 Pilipino manggagawa na nawala ng trabaho simula taong 2015. Nag-follow up si Senador Raffy Tulfo sa Department of Migrant Workers.
Marami sa ating mga OFWs nagtatanong na, excited, wala pang pera, hindi pa sumasayad sa mga palad namin. Yusek.
Malapit na po silang mabayaran.
Malapit na.
Opo.
When you say malapit, malapit ng next month, malapit ng next year,
Ang kausap
o
po
malapit
namin,
ng isang dekada pa.
Pero ang DMW walang maibigay na eksaktong petsa.
may parating po silang napakataas na minister dito po sa ating bansa ngayong taon. At yung po minister na yon ay inaasahan po nating makikipagpulong sa ating mahal na presidente at may good news po.
Tila nagkalinaw naman ang tanong na magsalita na si Foreign Affairs Undersecretary Eduardo De Vega.
The DFA will be frank, will be honest, no, sa ating mga kababayan. Early this year, our embassy reported that it is not realistic to expect the payment to come this year.
Sabi pa ni De Vega, posibleng nagkaroon lang ng lost in translation o pagkalito sa usapang ito ng Pilipinas at Saudi Arabia.
Ako mismo may nakausap akong Saudi Vice Minister at another meeting. Ang understanding namin is that what Saudi is promising is that they will hasten the process. Yung company pa rin magbabayad through the legal process, yung bankruptcy proceedings. That's our understanding, that it's not Saudi government money which will pay for the yung non-payment.
Kaya si Tulfo hindi na itago ang pagkadismaya sa DMW.
Number one, next time, tell your boss, huwag basta-basta ibukas ang kanyang bibig kung hindi siya sigurado. You gave them false hope.
Dakong huli.
Okay guys, again, tandaan nyo yung sinabi ni Raffy Tulfo. Huwag daw basta-bastang ibuka ang kanyang bibig kasi baka dahil nagbibigay daw ng false hope. Balikan natin guys kung ano ba yung nangyari noong August. Okay guys, I found this article that was written somewhere in August last year. So basically, this is liveinSaudiArabia.net. Ayon nga dito, Saudi Arabia has decided to pay an aggregate amount of 2 million Saudi Riyal to almost 10,000 unpaid Filipino workers living in the country. Arabia hosts around 700 million Filipinos. After the meeting, okay, with the Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos in Thailand, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman announced the payment of 2 billion Saudi Riyal. Ano ba? 2 million o 2 billion? To 10,000 Filipino workers with unpaid salary. So since the major population of the Philippines is Catholic, they are referring to it as a Christmas gift. The question is, who would get the funds or where? Although it's not explicitly announced who is going to receive the compensation amount, I believe that the people who have registered a case against their employer for not receiving the salaries are eligible for this. Sabi rin dito, OFWs are above the moon. According to Venecio Legaspi, who is an Assistant Secretary of the Philippine Department of Migrant Worker, the Philippine government, the Filipinos are rejoicing the news. This is a good news which would improve the relationship between two countries. Legaspi has been working in Jeddah for 29 years. According to him, the two countries would now work on technical details. Marisa Magsino, who is a lawmaker, has also encouraged and praised the decision. Okay, so yun. Ayon naman dito guys sa isang article ni GMA News Online. It was published and updated last November 18, 2022. Bangkok, Thailand, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has committed to allocate some 2 billion riyals for unpaid salaries of 10,000 overseas Filipino employed by construction companies which declared bankruptcy. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. received the good news from the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman during their bilateral meeting on the sidelines of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit. The Crown Prince is also Saudi Arabia's Prime Minister. Napakagandang balita at pinaghandaan talaga tayo ni Crown Prince kahit sabi niya yung decision na yon ay nangyayari lamang noong nakaraang ilang araw at dahil sa magkikita kami at sabi niya ito'y regalo ko para sa inyo. Ayon daw ito sa sinabi ni PBBM. Marcos said Saudi Arabia assured an insurance system for the workers. They themselves will give the insurance. And if this happens again and companies go bankrupt and they do not receive their salaries, they will be paid by the insurance. So basically, after mabayaran ito ng Saudi, kasi based dito guys sa article, if we're going back, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has committed to allocate 2 billion riyals. No? So parang, the way sinulat ito, lumalabas that it is the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia who will be paying these unpaid workers. Pero iba yung sinasabi dun sa balita. Na parang ang lumalabas, which is basically, guys, ganito yung nangyayari, no? Kasi nag-file ako ng kaso ito naman, sa scenario ko to, sa Dubai. So, nag-file ako ng isang case against sa isang company because ginancho nga nila ako. Ngayon, ang ginawa ng Dubai courts, noong time na yon, inalam nila kung ano-ano yung mga assets ng company. Whether sila ba ay may mga sasakyan, whether sila ba ay may property like pinaparenta, ng office or anything na pwede nilang i-liquidate, pwede nilang ipabenta, even bank accounts, no? Pwedeng mag-request ang Dubai courts na bigyan sila ng copy kung magkano ang laman ng bangko ng mga companies. Para yung portion na yon, kung enough yung pera nila na mabayaran ako, so mismo sila ang mag-e-extract nun. Mismo ang korte ang gumagawa ng paraan para mabayaran ang sino man ang nagre-reklamo, given that kung yung reklamo na yon na final against sa isang company, may probable cause. Diba? So, sa case ko, ganun yung nangyari. Okay? Tinulungan ako ng Dubai courts para ma-extract ko, masingil ko, makuha ko kung ano yung para sa akin. Okay? Doon sa kaso na yun, ako yung nanalo. Unfortunately, the company, they don't have any assets, they don't have anything even sa bank na nakaregister sa kanila. Okay? Ganun sila ka-powerful. They can request, any ministry or any banks na makakatulong doon sa kaso ko. So, based on sa explanation ni Yusek, Vega, parang ganun yung ine-explain niya. Pero based dito naman sa nakasulat sa article, iba ang sinasabi. So kung babalikan nga natin, lumalabas dito, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, kung makikita nyo rito, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has committed to allocate some 2 billion reals. So, the way I understand this, hindi ko sure kung ano yung pagkakaintindi nyo. You can just comment down kung paano nyo naintindihan nito. Para sa akin, lumalabas dito that it is the government of Saudi Arabia who will be paying this 10,000 overseas, no, Filipino employees. Okay? So this was in November 18, 2022. Now, I saw, wait lang ha. Hindi ito yun. Then I saw this one. Okay, this was posted 2022 May of 2023. Saudi Arabia 10,000. This is Business and Human Rights Research Center. 10,000 Filipino construction workers awaiting unpaid wages to receive amounting 180 humanitarian package from the Philippine government. So iba na naman. In January 2023, the government of the Philippines announced ongoing negotiation for the unpaid salaries over 10,000 Filipino construction workers in Saudi Arabia. The workers has been employed by construction companies including Saudi Auger, Saudi Bin Laden, which had since gone into liquidations in 2015 and 2016. In March 2023, the DMW updated the workers would receive financial aid of 10,000 pesos or $180 each. The MW also said that over 100 claimants had died while waiting to receive their paid wages. So definitely, since kahit namatay na yung 100 claimants na yan, I will assume na ibibigay sa kanilang next of kin. So in May 2023, the DMW updated 14,000 former overseas Filipino workers may be declared eligible. So 14,000 na, no? Eligible for back wages once the host government validates its qualification. So ito yung timeline na nilagay dito, up to 14x Saudi. So from 10,000, tumaas pa siya sa 14. No? So it seems really that the Saudi government is working very hard together with the DMW in coordination, of course, of OWA. No? OWA and OWA. So Saudi OFWs with back pay set to get 10,000 humanitarian aid each DMW. Saudi Arabia unpaid salaries of 10,000 construction worker under negotiation years after company's bankruptcy. Okay? So nag-initiate na actually yung Saudi government dito. Dahil hindi naman government yata itong mga to no? Si Saudi Auger at saka si Saudi Bin Laden. Mga private corporation So the only thing na kailangan gawin dito ng gobyerno ng Saudi is to liquidate, tulungan yung mga nagrereklamo, no, i-liquidate ang mga assets na to. Kung wala na talagang pera. Ngayon, there is another article coming from Philippine Star. This was posted May 26, 2023. Sabi rito, Saudi Arabia says funds to pay off are already there. Back in May 26, 2023. So ayon nga dito, Migrant Worker Secretary Susan Oples said on Friday that funds to pay off outstanding claims of Filipino workers in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is now with its Ministry of Finance. So technically, kung ibabase ko dito, no, sa article na to, consistent naman na lumalabas, it is the government, no, of Saudi. Kasi kung hindi gobyerno ng Saudi, bakit manghihimasok ang Ministry of Finance? 'Di ba? Kasi kung yung sa akin, kung company ang magbabayad, nung company ang inutusang magbayad, si company lang ang kinausap ni Dubai Courts. Hindi si Ministry of Finance. Kasi wala namang kinalaman ng ang gobyerno ng Dubai. Hindi ba? So, ibig sabihin, dito sa sinasabi rito, starting dun sa first few articles na pinakita ko sa inyo, lumalabas na it is the government of Saudi who's gonna be paying, the 2 billion Saudi Riyal to pay off this, at this very minute na pinag-uusapan natin sila, nasa 14,000 na ang eligible to receive that amount, an X amount. So, in an online briefing, Oplis said the Department of Migrant Workers was told that the amount is sufficient to pay off not just the unpaid wages claims of at least 14,000 overseas OFWs, but all other claims, including those of their own people. Okay? So, around 14,000 nga siguro. With Oplis said that the DMW did not ask for the exact amount. The estimated compensation owed to SAC OFWs, some of whom have been waiting for their salaries to be distributed since 2010, has been pegged at around 29.2 billion. So let's say, asan yung pantayin natin? 29.2 divided by 10. Malaki-laki rin guys sa mga matatanggap ng mga OFW natin. Siyempre, hindi natin sasabihin kung magkano. Alam niyo kung bakit? Kasi iba-iba naman yung dapat kailangan nilang malaman, kailangan nilang i-compute. Definitely, itong 10,000 na to, hindi naman to pare-pareho ang pwesto. 'Di ba? Babayaran sila according to their designation, skill sets, kung ano yung naging posisyon nila dun sa company. So, hindi talaga ganun kabilis. 'Di ba? But definitely, at least we know that the government of Saudi Arabia and the DMW are really working very hard to identify the number of people, how much yung kanilang dapat matanggap. Diba? Do you really expect na, halimbawa ako, janitor lang ako, tapos yung isa, engineer, pareho kami ng matatanggap? Definitely hindi. Diba? So the OFWs who were then working for construction firms were laid off after the KSA was plunged into an economic crisis back in 2015. Minister Al-Raji, the Saudi Minister of Human Resources and Social Development, gave us the good news that the funds to pay for the unpaid claims are now in the Ministry of Finance under full authorization of the central government of Saudi Arabia. Oplis said. With the Philippine officials meeting with the counterparts in the KSA every week, Oplis said that it is just a matter of time before details on the distribution of the funds will be ironed out. Focal person committee to work on claim talks. So that will going to be the DMW Undersecretary Bernard Olalia, the designated focal person on all concerns related to the claims, said to the Philippines now has a direct line with the commitment. Ito bang si Olalia kasama dun sa Senate inquiry ngayon? O wala? Parang wala siya dun, no? I don't even know kung ano itsura ni Olalia. Tingnan nga natin. Oh. Ito guys yung itsura ni Bernardo Olalia. So kung babalik nga tayo dito sa andito ba siya? Parang hindi naman yun si Olalia. Tama ba? Oh. Ang kausap lang nila dito si De Vega . Hindi nga pinagsalita si Si Admin Arnel Ignacio. So bakit hindi si Olalia yung pinatawag patungkol dito? The government of KSA set up a default company committee that meets weekly and work directly to the Office of the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman in the process of workers and paid claims. What's different now is that there is a focal point. I was assigned, and now I have a direct line with the Saudi Ministry of Human Resources and Development, Olalia. Olalia also welcomed the move of the KSA government to proceed with the processing of funds without waiting for the bankrupt companies to liquidate their assets. So basically, again, ayan, so Olalia also welcomed the move of KSA government to proceed with the processing of funds without waiting for the bankrupt companies to liquidate. So as you can see here, obviously the funds is manggagaling sa Saudi government. Okay? Yan, very obvious na yan, di ba? So tama yung pagkakaintindi natin doon sa mga previous part ng mga articles na nabasa natin. So the reason why the process was slow because they were still identifying the assets of the company, but now the promise of the Crown Prince, the claims will be paid without waiting to see which companies can or cannot pay. No? According to DMW, this cover 9 default companies whose identifies may be revealed by the committee in the coming days. They said that that by next month, which is June, they may be able to give us more details, if not June, at least the coming months. Opposite. So, proposal to receive payments for the deceased OFWs. Obley added that the government has floated a proposal to have the payments be arranged from government to government so that the relatives or heirs of the OFWs who have passed on would receive the payment on their behalf. The reason why we propose this is precisely because we explained that some OFWs have passed away while waiting, and the process could be faster if we determine through our own laws which the rightful beneficiaries are. But this is something the ministry on its own cannot decide. It has to pass through a default company committee and be elevated to the office of the Crown Prince and the central government. Okay? So, ang kinakatakot ko dito sa panghihimasok na naman ni Raffy Tulfo, baka from money maging bato pa. Kung ako kay Raffy Tulfo, wag na siyang makialam. Excuse me. Dahil mga heads of state ang nag-usap. No? Wag niya nang ipares. Wag niya nang wag niya nang gawan pa ng problema ang mga OFW. Gaya nga ng sinabi ko sa mga previous kong video, dahil sa ginawa ni Raffy Tulfo, marami na pong pinadeport ang Kuwaiti government. Dahil sa ginawa ni Raffy Tulfo, marami na pong hindi nakabalik ng Kuwait. So itong 10,000 na to na nanahimik, guys, ang haba na ng panahon na inantay nyo. Ipagpasalamat natin na nagkusa ang Saudi government na maibalik sa inyo ang pera nyo. Diba? Pangalawa, ang pinakagusto ko lang sa mga Arab pag sinabi nila na gagawin nila. Wag po tayong mag-rely kay Raffy Tulfo. Dahil pag yan po ang ginawa ninyo, abay good luck na lang sa inyo. Huwag nyo na pong bigyan ng further na kahihiyan si PBBM. Gaya na nangyari sa Kuwait. Ako iniintay ko na lang mag-react ang China sa isinisigaw ng mga senador natin na i-boycott. No? Including na dyan although hindi lang si Raffy Tulfo ang gustong i-boycott ang mga produkto ng China. May ilan tayong mga senador. Diba? May ini-export po tayo sa China. At kaya po nilang gawin, hindi tanggapin ang mga produkto ng Pilipinas na ini-import sa China. So pag yan naman ang gagawin ng mga Chinese, no, Chinese business people. Kasi marami silang pwede, halimbawa sa saging na lang, no? Marami silang pwedeng kuhanan. Sa UAE, yung mga saging nila doon galing Ecuador. Meron ang gagaling ng Pilipinas, iilan lang. Alam niyo kung bakit? Kasi mahal. Ang nangyayari kasi guys, i-import ni China, si China ibabato naman din sa ibang lugar. Pero nilalagay pa rin nila Philippine product. Diba? Actually, hindi lang naman sa China yun dinidistribute eh. Maraming lugar sa iba't ibang country na kinukuha ni China yung mga produkto natin tapos i-distribute nila sa iba't ibang lugar. But definitely, ang nakalagay doon, country of origin, Philippines. Kahit ang distributor ay Chinese company. So doon po sa mga nag-aantay na makuha nyo ang pera nyo, lumapit po kayo sa DMW o sa OWA dahil sila ang mas nakakaalam. Si Raffy Tulfo, ibubuka lang niya ang bibig niya, no? Magmumukha na siyang hero sa inyo. Ulitin ko, pera na baka maging bato pa. Malinaw, ayan po, article, basahin niyo po. Kahit kayo nang magbasa, hanapin niyo po. Headlines, Opple Saudi says funds to pay off OFWs unpaid wage claims. Andito po yung kanilang explanation, bakit nagkakaroon ng delay. Diba? At ito po yung point person, si Bernard Olalia. Siya po ang focal point. Now, if you have any questions, you can go directly. Maybe you can email Mr. Olalia. Wala pong alam si Raffy Tulfo. Maliban sa trabaho niya, wala pong alam sa nangyayari tungkol dyan. In the first place, hindi po si Raffy Tulfo ang kausap ni Prime Minister o ni Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Diba? Huwag niyo na pong hintayin na baka hindi pa po magkatuluyan yan. Kasi ang pwede namang gawin ng Saudi government, pwede lang nila tayong i-assist na makuha, no? Maliquidate yung assets ng mga companies na yun. Hindi naman problema ng Saudi, ang problema ng mga ng mga private corporation eh. Hindi naman Saudi government ang nag-employ sa mga to eh. Mga private corporation na nag-establish ng business nila sa Saudi. And yet it's the Saudi government who's making the move para lang mabayaran na yung mga kababayan natin. So pakiusap. Go to the proper channels para mabigyan po kayo ng tamang solusyon. Raffy Tulfo is not your solution. In most cases, siya pa ang nagiging problema. Diba? The design is very quiet. I don't want you to be more disappointed dahil lang dyan. Anyway guys, again, maraming salamat sa panonood. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And next time, no? Kung questionin nyo lang naman yung mga patungkol dito, do further research. Hindi yung kami nagre-research para sa inyo. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!